Hey everybody, Justin here, back with another Doomer update. I'm going to briefly talk about a few things, one of them being methane, but I want to talk about the Tonga Ha'apai volcano that erupted in the island nation of Tonga earlier this week. It was one of the most violent eruptions in decades in the Pacific area. It briefly cut power and internet to the island nation, covered it in ash. It also generated a tsunami wave that reached about 4 feet high in the island nation and also spread towards Japan and the west coast of the United States. It was confirmed that one English woman died on the island nation of Tonga from the waves, and 2 people off the coast of Peru also drowned. So the official death toll right now is 3 people. It generated a plume that reached 60,000 feet into the sky, and it generated a lot of sulfates, and volcanoes are known to generate a cooling effect with the sulfates that go, and the higher up into the atmosphere, the more significant that cooling effect is. However, I've seen a lot of people talk about how this eruption will help cool the planet, and that is just factually incorrect because of how hot the oceans are currently. And this eruption had 40 times less SO2, which is sulfates, than Mount Pinatubo, which erupted in 1991 before I was born, before I existed. Here, I also have a small clip from Fiji, hundreds of miles away, of the sound of the volcano going off. Sounds like a giant cannon. Now, I would like to bring up the issue here from the climate change summary essay, feedback loop number 14. Summer ice melt in Antarctica is at its highest level in 1,000 years. The reason I'm bringing that up is the prospect of isostatic rebound. So the Thwaites Glacier in Antarctica is currently crumbling at a very fast pace, and all of the water melting off of Antarctica in its summer season puts more pressure on the different plates that surround it on the Earth's crust. Water is very heavy. That water melting off of land and going into the ocean, and glaciers receding into the water, increases the pressure and the weight on those plates, which helps set off volcanoes such as this one. Now that that is out of the way, I wanted to briefly go over methane. We've been seeing very high levels for what is allegedly supposed to be a time where methane is not very high. Usually methane is high during the middle towards the end of a year, a calendar year, and we're now at the beginning of a calendar year and we're still seeing. So take a look at these methane levels. This is the most recent CAMS update satellite. You could see a lot of orange and yellow over Nunavut, and you can see red patches still over parts of Alaska and different parts where there's ice currently. And I wanted to compare this image with Margot's most current video, at Margot's Healing Corner. And you can see relatively similar patches, but an increased amount of methane for this time of year over a lot of different parts of the Arctic. I'll also pull up a picture. This is from a few days ago. You'll notice that there's a bit of an orangish color over the Arctic. So there was actually even more methane about a week ago, and it's gone down very slightly to a yellow color, but that's still very, very high for this time of year. And I wanted to briefly check Climate Reanalyzer to look at the temperatures. You'll see there's a lot of close to above freezing temperatures over different parts of the Arctic Ocean, and that heating is going upward and helping to keep the water warm, helping methane to keep coming out year round, helping ice not to refreeze. Let's briefly check the Arctic Navy GIF. You'll see that Arctic ice is reforming here where temperatures are cold, where the jet stream is stalled, but it's not reforming in the same fashion on this side. And I find that very peculiar because the whole of the ice cap is not supposed to just refreeze on one side. I know it has something to do with methane coming out, so we're gonna keep following it until the summer, and I will be back soon with another Doomer update. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and share to a few Doomer friends who are interested in this kind of stuff. Hope to see you next time. Later, everybody. Have a great day.